So are these criticisms of Obama just a typical expression of the right's disdain for the president or the left's disappointment in the president? I don't know. I think I would have to know the administration's rationale for this operation, and I kind of don't. I mean, I know what the administration said we were doing.
We will provide the unique capabilities that we can bring to bear to stop the violence against civilians, including enabling our European allies and Arab partners to effectively enforce a no-fly zone.
Stop the violence against the civilians. I kind of like that. But see, there are other civilians in other countries protesting, and they're being killed too, and for them, we're enforcing a not-even-gonna-try zone. And the Libyan civilians were actually armed. So it seems like we've just taken sides in a civil war. And if that's the case, I'd love to hear more about our new allies. What are their likes, dislikes? Is one of their dislikes, I don't know, us? Do they believe America a great Satan or just your average run-of-the-mill Satan? See, I do feel like one of the problems we're having with you, Mr. President, is a communications gap. Here in America, we've become accustomed to what's known as the run-up to war. There's a certain amount of time where the president and his emissaries make a case for military action or whatever euphemism they've come up with, freedom seeking, democracy showering. And then the president's adversaries make their case for why military intervention is a terrible idea, usually in direct opposition to whatever arguments they were making when their party had the presidency and they got to invade stuff. Then we, the people, have a couple of marches, ribbon colors are chosen, and then about 6 or 9 months later, you get to blow the out of whatever it was you wanted to blow. Now, I understand that there was a time constraint here. People were in peril, but it was a time constraint of a few weeks. I'm not suggesting we need a whole Bush-style flood the airwaves with everyone who has a White House ID card, media blitz, and let's have a UN anthrax parade. No. By the way, none of that turned out to be true, but we did appreciate the effort. But you, Mr. President, you don't even seem to think enough of us to lie to us. I don't even know who your team is. For God's sakes, who's your chief of staff? All we know is your old chief of staff's walking around Chicago screaming, you, I'm the mayor! You know who this is? You know who this is, Mr. President? You know who that is? Me neither. Turns out he's your national security advisor. Your Condoleezza Rice. You know who he should meet? The press. Now your administration has put a lot of military officials out on the media lazy Susan, but all they can say is what we're doing.
Our mission is to protect civilians from attack by the regime ground forces.
But it's not why we're doing it. It's like you're using them as some sort of human shield against a full-scale media attack. Now, I know you said when you took office that you were going to talk to the country like we were adults. But we didn't think that meant like adults who've been married for 40 years and have that weird shorthand / repressed anger that keeps them from actually having to talk to each other at all. And by the way, I think even they would have to sit down when it comes to going to war. Hey, honey, did we invade the neighbors? Didn't you see my post-it? For God's sakes, woman! Look, Mr. President, I still think this relationship is worth saving. I think it can work. And I know we've put an awful lot of our hopes and expectations on you after you did that whole you can put your hopes and expectations on me thing. But I guess what I really want to know is, are you in it with us too? Are you in it for the long haul? Are you sick of us? Do you want to work this out with us?
The president continuing with the trip to Brazil while U.S. forces go into war.
Oh my God, you went to Brazil? Well, you can have your naked bunny flute. Oh my God, you are. Here's all your CD1, your CDs.